For decades, managing police evidence meant keeping track of physical objects. We are talking paper forms, property tags, DVDs, and warehouses full of cardboard boxes stacked to the ceiling. But that finite physical system is gone. Modern policing has generated a digital evidence ecosystem that is entirely unbound by physical space, and it has completely overrun those traditional methods. Today, a single case is swarmed by body-worn cameras and dashcams. And we'll add drone footage, doorbell clips, license plate captures, and citizen uploads from cell phones. Evidence is now everywhere. By adopting these tools to capture the streets, police departments took on the role of massive video data centers. It is easy to look at this explosion of data and assume it is a storage problem, but treating this like a hard drive capacity issue is a trap. Storage is just the first expense. The real crisis is the administrative burden required to manage it all. When people think about video evidence, they usually picture a single, clean video file capturing a single crime. That is almost never the reality. This diagram shows a standard timeline of a single routine incident. Almost instantly, it branches outward into multiple overlapping data tracks, pulling in footage from multiple responding officer cameras, transit surveillance, and dispatch audio recordings. All of that data has to go somewhere, but the agencies, prosecutors, and partner organizations who need to review it are often working on completely incompatible software systems. Because these systems cannot easily talk to each other over a network, staff are regularly forced to load multiple hard drives worth of data and physically transport them just to process one case. The paralyzing weight of the modern evidence explosion is not the file sizes themselves. It is the tangled, disconnected workflows required to actually move those files from a squad car to a courtroom. Pressing record creates an immediate underwater iceberg of administrative tasks. The moment an officer captures a video, a massive hidden workload attaches to that file. Every clip has to clear strict legal compliance requirements. This includes logging chain of custody, following mandated retention rules, and securing the files to meet CJIS, or Criminal Justice Information Services, standards. Out of all these tasks, redaction demands the most labor. Human staff have to manually review the footage and blur sensitive civilian information, like faces and license plates, often frame by frame. This chart illustrates the financial reality of that work, using Ohio's public records law as an example. Agencies there are allowed to bill up to $75 per hour for labor to process video requests, hitting a maximum cap of $750 for a single request. The push for video transparency creates an expensive, permanent human workload. These systems are now a long-term staffing requirement. Historically, police technology budgets were straightforward. You bought physical equipment once, installed it, and then thought about replacing it 5 or 10 years later. Today, cloud-based digital evidence platforms operate entirely differently. They run on permanent, recurring subscription models. If a city's budget tightens, an agency cannot simply cancel its software subscription. Those platforms house legally mandated evidence required for active court cases, making the data impossible to abandon. This turns digital evidence tools into permanent financial liabilities. It is a perpetual operational cost enforced by legal subpoenas. Failing to manage this data results in lost evidence and massive discovery delays. When administrative backlogs prevent the public from seeing the footage they were promised, community trust begins to erode. To avoid these failures, departments must abandon ad hoc shared network folders and adopt a formalized, long-term digital evidence governance strategy. First, establish strict retention policies to purge unnecessary files. Second, centralized management so evidence is instantly searchable. Third, enforce strict access controls. Fourth, build a fully funded redaction workflow. Fifth, coordinate directly with prosecutors. Finally, calculate the total operational cost before purchasing another camera. Survival depends on treating digital video as critical, long-term infrastructure. The technical recording is the easy part. The real difficulty lies in the relentless digital paperwork that follows.